I'm Thomas. I'm software engineer at GitLab. I work on the editor extensions team, and I'm in the middle of redesigning how accounts work in VS Code Extension, and I want to show you. The reason why we redesign, so I'm going to walk you through this proof of concept, but the reason why we are redesigning the account management is because it's very confusing for both people who use the extension and people who develop the features. Currently, it's possible to have unlimited, arbitrary amount of accounts active in a window, and it's not deterministic which account will be used for features like Duo, or which for suggestions, chat, or any other features. It's not very clear. That's why sometimes when you see the merge request information here in a status bar, it's just not showing what you would expect because it's using a different account. Now, I'll link a video where I describe this issue in detail, but I want to show you how we are fixing it. So first thing you do is that you enable the feature flag. Parts of this UI are already active in or released in the production extension, but all behind the single account feature flag. Now, you saw that when I enabled it, the extension stopped really working. It disabled Duo, there is nothing in the panel, and that's because there are multiple accounts that I can use. Now, if I click here or I'll click here, the extension will let me choose which account I want to use. And when I select it, I see that the account is now selected, and the whole window uses only this one particular account. It's used for Duo, it's used for chat, for everything else. So if I'll go to a normal file, you would see that Duo is enabled. If I'll switch to some other account that doesn't have Duo license, as soon as it updates, the Duo gets disabled because I don't have the license. So that's one thing that I wanted to show you. The UI is already in master, or in main, but it's not really hooked up to the business logic. That's what this proof of concept is doing. So switching account and everything working, that's one part. Then another interesting thing is that we have a logic to pre-select the account based on available options. So for example, now git remote v, you would see that I have two possible GitLab projects, and because both of the users that I have available, the Fred Tester and Vic Thomas, have access to at least the normal extension project, the pre-selection logic can't kick in. It can't say there is a single possibility how we can select the account for the extension to work, and that's why we are going to select it. But let's say that I'll remove git remote remove origin. So I remove this account, and that means that the Fred Tester can't access any of these projects, and the Vic Thomas user can access the security. So the Vic Thomas user should be the one selected. It's the only one that can work in this window. And that's, if I'll remove account selection, you see that Vic Thomas is already selected, and it says pre-selected by the extension because there was no other one. We can still change it. I can change it to Fred Tester if I want, but that just means that the project is not going to work, but I can then change it back to Vic Thomas. So that's the second thing that I wanted to show you, the account pre-selection. And third thing I want to show you is the integration with the VS Code Authentication API. So you see that now we have all the accounts that we use reflected here in the account menu. And if I go and, for example, sign out of Vic Thomas, I'll sign out. There is only the Fred Tester, no other account available. And here we will also see that there is only this account. But if I go and authenticate through OAuth with my work account, with the Vic Thomas account, you would see that we have a Vic Thomas present, and again, I can decide which one I'll select. So that will simplify the extension. You will never wonder what account is used for your window again. And if you are interested, you can see the merge request. It will remove a tremendous amount of complexity from how the extension itself is implemented. So thanks for watching this, and stay posted on the epic that I'll link for when this is available for everyone.